Surround yourself with people who ignite your growth, fuel your passion, and remind you of who you're becoming. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Leaders Realm podcast. I'm your host, Tony Cammarata, serial entrepreneur, certified Maxwell team member, business coach, personal mindset coach, sales trainer, and speaker. As always, guys, I'm real excited this week that you're joining me. If you've been following this podcast for a while, you know that we often dive deep into topics that inspire growth, provoke thought, and encourage you to live a life full of purpose and activate a beast mode mindset. Today, we're diving deep into a transformative topic. Change your lifestyle, change your life. Now, some may think that this is just a catchphrase, but it's really not. It's a powerful reality, one that affects every layer of our lives. Making intentional lifestyle changes, guys, it's about choosing the life you truly want. It's a journey that affects everything from relationships, health, career, spirituality, and yes, even our mindset. So by the end of today's episode, you'll have a clear understanding and the clear steps that will ignite lasting change and move you closer to the person that you want to become. So grab that coffee, guys, sit back, and let's start making these changes. So I want to start today by talking about relationships because I feel like these are the most important and most defining part of our daily lives, right? Often it's the first place that we go to begin real change. So relationships, they're like mirrors. And mirrors reflect back the best parts as well as the worst parts of us. They're the cornerstone of what personal and professional lives, how it lifts us up to new heights or hold us back in comfort zones. When considering our lifestyle changes, it's essential to assess the relationships that shape our daily experiences. And most importantly, really influence the choices that we make. So let's look close at the people that we're spending most of our time with. Think of your closest friends, family members, coworkers, mentors, and ask yourself this: are they inspiring me? Are they supportive of my goals? Or are they bringing me negative energy, constantly criticizing, draining our motivation? See, transforming our lifestyle often requires setting boundaries or making hard decisions about who we allow into our inner circle. Now, I'm not saying that this means, just abruptly cutting ties with people, but just become intentional about the kind of energy and the influence that you allow in your life. You see, building meaningful, supportive relationships requires a ton of effort. Spend quality time with the people that are encouraging your growth, that are encouraging your journey, where you want to go. People that are excited about your goals, who remind you of your worth. This could mean family members, those that have always been your biggest cheerleaders, friends who understand and support your dreams, and mentors that push you to be the best that you can be. Lifestyle change often involves seeking out people who represent the qualities and the habits that we aspire to have. You see, if you're aiming for better fitness, join a gym, but more importantly, work with a trainer. Join a hiking group. Get into martial arts, dance, whatever fuels your passion. Other types of activities, communities of people, of like-minded people. If personal growth and knowledge are your goals, then consider attending seminars. Join an online forum. Find an accountability partner or a handful of them. By surrounding yourself with like-minded people, You not only find the encouragement, but you also gain role models for the lifestyle that we're creating. And that is so important to grab a hold of. A lot of times we tend to shy away from that because of the accountability factor. I don't want to let my mentor down. But you're not letting your mentor, if you have a real mentor, you're not going to let them down. They've been where you are, and they will help you overcome the challenges that you're facing. Also, keep in mind that relationships will become truly enriching when they're reciprocal. And what I mean by that is it's natural for us to want support, but it's just as fulfilling to be that source of positive encouragement for others. Practice active listening, guys. So many of us fall short of that. Actively listen to what people are saying. Celebrate other successes. Don't judge them. Don't be envious of them. Celebrate with them, for them. And most importantly, offer encouragement when they're struggling. You see, these actions just reinforce a cycle of mutual growth, respect, and it turns relationships into a powerful, powerful support system. And that support system will fuel your journey. Another that's extremely important, guys, is make health a priority. Build a lifestyle that sustains vitality. Health is truly the foundation upon which every other aspect of life is built. If we don't have our health, we don't have anything. I don't care how successful you are in your career, your business relationships, the cars you drive, the home you live in. If you don't have your health, you have got nothing. Without a strong, healthy body and mind, our ambitions, relationships, even our own sense of fulfillment will suffer. So how can we make health a priority? People ask me this. How have you been able to prioritize your health? I don't feel like I have time to prioritize my health. Well, the first thing we've got to do is we have to rethink our nutrition. Nutrition is a fundamental part of health, yet often it's the most overlooked. Why? Because it's very simple. Just, I'm hungry. Let me just grab something. What's available? Let me just grab that. Not thinking about it. Avoid seeing food as your enemy, or what I've struggled with all of my life, comfort. Instead, view it as fuel. You view it as sustenance for your body and for your mind. You can start by just gradually eliminating processed foods, sugary drinks, artificial ingredients, all things that drain our energy and affects our focus. Replace them with whole foods, clean foods, fresh vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and tons of it, and whole grains. Try adding one healthy habit at a time. See, the biggest mistake a lot of us make is that, I want to lose some weight, I want to get in shape, and we just go 90-0, all in. We try to change everything that we've done over the past however many years old we are, and we try to change it in a day and a half. And when we do that, we fail, we get discouraged, and we're done. So just start out by trying to add just one healthy habit at a time, just a small one. Start your day with a good, healthy, nutritious breakfast, or grab water instead of that soda. Oh, but it's diet soda. That stuff will kill you faster than the sugar. These small adjustments create long-term sustainable changes. Think about it. Think about if you're flying a plane and you're going from point A to point B, a straight line, and 1,000-mile journey. You choose to just change that direction by just one little click. By the time you get to that 1,000 miles, you're way off that target. Okay. And if the target that we truly want to achieve is over, it's not going to be that drastic turn at the last second. We start out very simple, very tiny, and we'll achieve that goal. Get moving. Exercise. Exercise is associated with discipline and effort. And I don't mean go out there and run a marathon tomorrow or go jump in the gym and start bench pressing 350 pounds. Start tiny. Just do a little bit more today than you did yesterday. Go out for a walk, eat dinner, even if you're not going out for a power walk after dinner. Just get the body moving. And you'll eventually begin to develop discipline, habits, and you see it's all about the consistency. Find the type of movement that you genuinely enjoy. For myself, never really liked running much. I still don't do any of it. I'm getting cardio in other ways, walking, martial arts. You may be a runner. Get out there and do it. Forget about the marathon you ran 15 years ago. Just go run 2 blocks. Just do something. Dancing, swimming, hiking. Remember, the goal is to make physical activity enjoyable an integral part of your day. Schedule the time to be active. Put it in your calendar, just like you do everything else. And it has to become a non-negotiable part of your routine. Exercise will not only enhance your physical health, but will also significantly improve your mental clarity. It boosts our mood and will reduce our stress. Next, prioritize your mental and emotional health. Yes, physical health is crucial. Mental health is just as important, guys. Life today is filled with so many stressors. Emotional resilience helps us cope. Develop practices like journaling. Write down the things that were great today, the things that were horrible today. Meditate. Pray. Different types of mindfulness exercises. All of these together or part will reduce stress and keeps us grounded. Find a coach or just find a space where you can openly discuss how you're feeling. Knowing that you're not going to be judged. That can be so transformative, guys. When you're emotionally resilient, you're better equipped to handle setbacks, stay motivated, and find that balance in difficult times. Another is rest. Rest and recovery. In today's culture that glorifies overworking, sleep, we just neglect sleep. But quality rest is essential. It's essential for our body and our mind to repair, to recover, to recharge the batteries. Try to get 7, 8, 9 hours sleep. Most importantly is try to be consistent. Create a routine. This is my bedtime, and this is what time I wake up. Meditate on scripture. Practice deep breathing. A well-rested body and mind are way better prepared to tackle any challenge that comes their way. Focus on your goals. Maintain the energy needed for a fulfilling lifestyle, guys. Align your work with your values, your goals. A career is not just a source of income. It shouldn't be. It's an expression of who you are. It's an expression of your values, your skills, ultimately what your purpose is. You see, changing your lifestyle involves reassessing your career choices to make sure that they reflect who you are and what you truly want to accomplish in life. Take some time to assess whether your current job aligns with your long-term vision. Are you doing the work that makes you feel accomplished? Does your career reflect your core values? For some, this means working in a field that contributes positively to their community. While others, it might mean pursuing roles that often, offer creative freedom or opportunities for innovation. A fulfilling career is one that aligns with both your values and your personal goals. It creates a sense of purpose, guys. It's way beyond just a paycheck. Our world today is just so fast-paced. Careers, they're evolving at the speed of light anymore. By adopting a mindset of continuous learning, you not only stay relevant in your field, but you also gain confidence and open up new possibilities. Whether it's technology skills, leadership training, soft skills like communication, every bit of learning is a building block for a more fulfilling career and life. Invest in online courses, certifications, attend workshops, read industry-related books. Learning isn't just about progress in your career. It's about growing as a person and adding value to every area of your life. When you make a decision to live a lifestyle centered on growth, professional connections are invaluable. Seek out mentors. Attend industry events. Don't shy away from networking opportunities. Yes, they can be frustrating sometimes, but just go. Just be around people. Learn how to be a connector. When you build relationships with people in your field or industry, you gain insights, you expand your horizons and access resources that you wouldn't access otherwise. And all that can do is put you in a position to accelerate your progress. Networking also creates accountability and it motivates you to reach new heights in your career. Remember that in the quest for success, balance is key. Success doesn't mean much, guys, if it's achieved at the cost of physical or mental well-being. Set clear boundaries for your work, know when to take breaks, and make time for family, friends, and most importantly, self-care. The balance isn't just about personal happiness. It keeps you productive and resilient for the long run. A career that respects your well-being is one that's sustainable and truly fulfilling. Guys, it's really critical here to understand that a lifestyle change without a mindset shift is temporary. Doesn't matter what it is that you're trying to achieve. When you boil it all down, it all has to do with mindset. It's the framework that guides every single action, goal, and decision we make. Cultivating resilience, gratitude, and a proactive attitude helps you stay focused on your growth and helps you turn obstacles into opportunities. You see, a growth mindset, it's the belief that we can improve and develop through effort and learning. It's crucial, guys, for lifestyle change. With this mindset, you see setbacks as learning opportunities, mistakes as lessons, and challenges as stepping stones. A growth mindset frees us from the limitations of perfectionism. It makes us willing to try because we're not afraid to fail, because we know that ultimately, if we continue, we'll succeed. Be grateful. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most impactful practices to shift your mindset. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, your life will fill with contentment and joy. Start out small. Start by listing 3 things that you're grateful for every single day. It can be a small moment or a huge milestone. What matters is recognizing the abundance that we already have in our lives. Gratitude it not only improves mental well-being, but also strengthens relationships. It enhances our outlook on life. We need to focus on building emotional resilience too, guys. It gives us the ability to adopt a bounce back mentality, bouncing back from the setbacks. Life is always going to throw curveballs. But the way we respond is often more important than the challenge itself. We build resilience through self-reflection, through mindfulness, by cultivating a strong support system. When challenges arise, remember that resilience grows stronger each time we overcome that adversity. It helps us stay focused on our goals. It keeps us on track, no matter what obstacle we run into. We need to also learn how to focus on solutions rather than the problem. See, a mindset shift involves really zeroing in and focusing on, this is the problem, great, here's the solution. The solution is much greater than that problem. Stop dwelling on the problems, guys, and focus on the solutions. When you encounter a challenge, train yourself to immediately start thinking of the potential solutions. Instead of asking, oh, why did this happen to me? Ask this instead. What can I do to solve this? The solution-focused approach not only saves time, but also empowers us to take control of our lives, making challenges seem less intimidating and more manageable. Lastly, guys, find fulfillment and purpose. Live a life of meaning. At the core of every lifestyle transformation is a desire for purpose. Purpose gives the meaning to our actions and adds depth to our lives. Living with purpose isn't about perfection. It's about aligning your daily actions with your deepest values and goals. Purpose is often rooted in the activities, the things that inspire us, that energize us. Reflect on the moments when you felt fully alive, times when you were so engaged in something so meaningful. These moments, guys, these moments hold the clues to our purpose. Explore these passions, connect with causes that matter to you, seek out ways to make an impact. Once you're clear on your purpose, set goals that align with it. Purpose-driven goals aren't about superficial achievements. They're about making a difference, growing as a person, and creating a legacy. These goals push us to think way beyond the immediate gratification, and they inspire us to create a life of meaning. Write down your goals and revisit them regularly. Stay connected with your purpose. Remember, a purpose-driven life often involves contributing to something greater than yourself, giving back, whether through volunteer work, mentoring, simple acts of kindness. I always talk about go out and just make 3 people smile in a day. It just brings a huge sense of fulfillment and joy. When you help others, you find a purpose and you build a lifestyle that creates a positive impact on the world around you. Living with purpose doesn't mean waiting for the perfect moment all the time. It's about engaging. It's about finding joy in the process, appreciating every single step, embracing the growth that comes along with it. Don't rush the journey. Instead, learn to savor the experiences. Just like in episode 20, when I talked about the poem where the child was reaching the bottom of the bag and he was savoring the last bits of candy. Savor it. Savor the lessons. Savor the small victories. See, purpose is not just about a destination. It's the journey, guys. The journey that unfolds with each intentional choice. Lifestyle transformation is about more than resolutions or quick fixes. It's a commitment to grow, intentional choices, aligning your actions with values and goals. Whether it's in relationships, health, career, or sense of purpose, change starts with us, within us. Take small, consistent steps. Celebrate each milestone. And remember that every positive change, no matter how small, brings you closer and closer to the life that you want. Thank you guys for joining me today on this journey. I hope this episode has really inspired you to take charge of your life, make some changes that will lead to fulfillment and purpose. Until next time, guys, this is Tony Cammarata, and remember, stay fast, stay fluid, stay flexible. Be the absolute best that you can be, because your best is yet to come.